Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube. What's going on, people? This is Influence and coming at you with another video. This time got the PlayStation 5 here, and I'm going to be customizing it. As you can see, I know I said in one of my other videos that I would customize this. These plates come off. Basically, they seem to be made for customization. And I'm thinking Sony is going to come out with some plates, like I said before, because they were shutting down the people that were making the plates for it. I think they want to do their own thing. So I figured I'm going to do my own thing. I got some plastic dip here. Those familiar with plastic dip already know. Those that aren't familiar with plastic dip, it's basically a rubberized coating that you can peel off, which is why I picked plastic dip. I don't want to spray paint it because I don't want it to be forever. I don't want it to be on there. And plastic dip is probably the best option. So I'll leave a link in the description where you can get this product. This is just the black. It comes out matte black. If you've been following me for a while or watched my YouTube channel, you know I did my whole car in plastic dip. My car is shadow black, which is like a shiny matte black kind of. So it's not this. It's this with a top coat on it. But it came in gallons, so that's like completely different. I thought about doing this with that shadow black because I got some left, and it may be something moving forward because you can do shadow black on top of the regular plastic dip, which is what you're supposed to do. But I'm just going to do the regular. So enough talking. So you need the plastic dip. I actually got 4 cans of this. I don't know how much is in each can because it was used before. Got some alcohol pads, so you can you want to wipe this down just in case. I haven't been touching it. I only set it up, so but they may have fingerprints. You don't want to know anything. You know, you want it clean. And I got some tape. Now the tape, not gonna need to tape anything off because I'm just gonna spray. I'm gonna spray both sides and the innards just around where you can see you can't see all the way, you know, where it's on. And I'm gonna try to make a little like mountain scene, and then I have a sticker, a vinyl sticker of a Transformers symbol, a Decepticon symbol in red. So it's going to be black and red with a little white mountain scene that I'm going to try to create with this tape. We're going to see how it comes out. I'm probably going to do a time lapse of most of this stuff, but I'm going to take you with me and let you see what's going on. Well, right now I'm not going to do a time lapse. I'm going to show you how to take these plates off. Very easy. Well, I don't know. This is my first time. So who knows if it's easy, but you'll get to see it in real time if it's easy or not. Yeah, so first, if you have this plate on there, which I know a lot of people don't because you can set it up without it, but I don't have it at a place where I want it. So I use the stand. So if you're using a stand, you need to take the stand off. If you don't already know how, I just turn it upside down. Also take any disc out, because I guess this could be like a how-to, but this stand is not in super tight because you don't want to screw it in super tight. You don't want to strip anything. I basically screwed it in with my nail, and it was really easy. I like how they have this stand because there's spots for the little cover, the screw hole cover, and there's a spot for the actual screw if you're not using the stand. You're supposed to use it whether it's down on the side or up on this or straight up and down, perpendicular or horizontally. No matter what, you're supposed to use it. I like it because it adds stability. I know a lot of people don't use it when it's up because, as you can see, it does stand up. So now you want to put this down, and I'm gonna work on getting this off. So my understanding is you pull up. This is the top. So from the top, oh yeah, and you got mad fingerprints. I see. It's a fingerprint magnet. Hey, there I go. So you want to pull this up, kind of, and push it down. So I'm gonna lay it down and do that. See how easy it is. I'm always I'm always scared to, okay, I see. So yeah, I see there's a peg on, I don't know if you can see that peg right there. I feel like transforming. So I believe that peg is just in a hole, and then you can just slide this down. Look at that, easy, easy. Yeah, so these pegs are gripping. That's what makes it stay. And that's easy. So then you can see the fan or the heat sink. I don't know what that is. I think it's a fan. Then you have the bay, the expansion bay. That's how you're gonna be able to put a SSD in there, I believe. And also, I think some of these holes are like vacuum holes. So then let me look on this side. This side has the same pegs where the PS is. So then you just lift up. Yeah, that's easy as pie. They definitely are making new things. Yeah, there you go. That's crazy. I thought it was just texture, but then, you know, you see all the videos talking about it. So it's all over. So now I'm gonna have to, and when I do this, I'm gonna try to miss this. I'm gonna just try to do these outside, because I don't want these to go in here and then anything to scrape off. And I'm gonna make sure I take all of the overspray off as well, because you know, I don't want any problems. I don't want anything in these holes or anything. And from my understanding, these are what I was talking about. They're vacuum holes, so you can vacuum out dust. So after you get that done, you're good. I'm gonna go put this on and put this back on. Also, I had a chat with Sony to make sure this isn't voiding any warranty, and it's absolutely not. They said as long as it's stock, like say something happens and you gotta send it back or something. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing plastic dip. They just said as long as it's stock, there's no seals on this part. Like it's just the inner part, like opening up the whole thing. That's the part you don't want to do if you need to send this back. So now I'm gonna use this alcohol pad just to clean off. So it's very clean. It has place to stick. I don't really know where I'm doing this at. I know I'm doing it in around here, but all right, so another alcohol pad. I know just a couple months ago, I'll be crazy for doing this because these was in short supply. All right now, but hopefully that don't happen again. So yeah, this is gonna be a little more complicated. I probably should have, there's some dirt there. So make sure I get all that dirt off. Give it a good surface to stick. And this is a little more complicated because I'm gonna have to make sure I get in the drive here. So yeah, so this, let that dry a little bit. The way I'm gonna try to make a little, nothing spectacular, nothing crazy. I just wanna make a little like mountain, and then I'm gonna rip it. So I'm gonna take this tape, I'm gonna leave a little out on the edge, you'll see. And then I'll just try to make a little mountain range or something. It's almost like something that the Transformers would use. Y'all know me. That's what I'm into. Kind of. I'm probably gonna have to wipe this off again. That's what I was gonna say. So now it's like, it's like a little mountain range. Who knows? But now I'm gonna like rip this up so it's thinner, but it's gonna be like more different edges, just so the mountain ain't straight. You know how a mountain would look. It's just something. This is just an idea. You know, I just have different ideas sometimes. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But you never know until you try them. But I always say. So we got that part like that. And I'll just put that down there like that. So I'm gonna have a little mountain peak. That's gonna be white, that part. And the rest black, of course. Where I don't know how it's gonna look. It might not look like mountain peak, might just look like a little design. And that's fine because like I said, this can be tore apart. So right here, I am preparing. I got the water, and you want to put it in hot water if you're using spray. It just helps with the viscosity, I should say, of the product, which means that, you know, it's really thick, so you want to put it in hot water to help it. Also, anytime you're spraying anything, you should have one of these, which is a 3M. It's the multi-filter for paint. So, you know, you don't want to breathe them fumes in, especially plastic dip has a lot of fumes that, you know, you could smell it. In the vicinity, it's not too bad as far as overspray, like going all over the place. But if you're doing it indoors, I started indoors, but then I moved it to my garage because it just wasn't enough ventilation. You should be well ventilated as well. So after shaking the product up for a minute or so, should be well shaken. Then you can do the first layer. Now the first layer of plastic dip should be just a light coat. You can see me going over the coats, like just light. It's almost like a dust. So it's just adhering to the plastic for the first coat. And that's basically what's going on here. Then you gotta let that dry, which you can let it dry for like 10 minutes, this first coat. Then you want to do a second coat, but the second coat, you wanted a little bit more coverage, but you don't want to go full on. Like, you know, you just want to cover in the spots that maybe you missed, and with the first little dusting, make it a little bit darker. This isn't ideal as far as the situation I'm spraying in because I'm inside a box, so it's hard to get in the corners and get close as you want. Because you gotta be the right distance too. Anybody that sprayed spray paint knows. So there we are with the second little dusting. Then we can start to move after this. So now I move to the garage. So you know, excuse the lighting. Didn't have proper lights, but I wanted to get this kind of right. I still didn't get it how I wanted it, but as I said before, this isn't ideal. You want to be able to spray outside of something so you can get, see how it's hard for me to get close without oversaturating it. You don't want to oversaturate or undersaturate. Like you want to try to layer the layers as well when you're spraying, especially plastic dip. Plastic dip is pretty forgiving, but you can have drips if you go on too heavy. Plastic dip levels out pretty well though. It's not like it's a very forgiving DIY project or product, I should say. So here I'm just trying to, and it doesn't matter which way you go, up or down, but you just want to get good coverage without oversaturation, which I did a little bit because it was hard for me to get in this box. I shouldn't have been in the box. Later on I move, but you can see I'm having some issues, which is probably why some of the imperfections that you'll see when I get done at the end of the video, when you see the finished product. So after you spray this on, these coats should dry. I gave it like a half an hour in between each coat since I didn't have anything else to do. So I just went watch TV for a minute, watched some YouTube, and then came back and sprayed on another coat. So this is a third coat, but it's really the first, if you know what I mean, because the first two coats were like light dustings. You want to do like 4 coats minimum, 4 regular coats, just to give it good peelability, but you don't have to as long as you get coverage. So let's jump into the finished product. We are back in after the spray, and this is kind of the final product. I'm just going to show a little bit of it, and then I'm going to put it all together. I got the vinyl sticker. Like I said, I think I'm going to slap it right on the front, on the, you know, the top, which if I put it like this, and this is something that if you do have a vinyl sticker or a stencil or something, you got to think about. You put it like this, it's going to be straight up and down. But if you have the system sideways, it's going to be like this. So if you keep the system sideways, you might want to put it down closer to here and have it like that, so you can kind of see it. But I have a link in the description for the vinyl sticker. Vinyl stickers are just vinyl stickers. But let me talk about a little about the process. Now, there are some imperfections. You see there was a run there. I didn't do this as greatly as I should have or could have. I kind of rushed it a little. It doesn't matter to me because you won't see my PlayStation because I have it behind my TV. Even though I do like the design, I'm not one that hates the design. I actually like the design of it. I think it looks good. But I have a minimalist setup. So as soon as my bracket comes, which I'll probably do a video for that as well, putting that is where my PlayStation, I have a video of my PlayStation 4 and the TV and how I have everything set up. That's in another video if you want to check that out. But I have a bracket coming for this so I can put it up on the wall behind my TV so you can't see any wires or anything. That's how I usually have my systems. So because it's in my family room and I don't have a lot of room, I don't have an entertainment center, and I don't want one like we have a fireplace, so it's on the mantle. I don't want the mantle. I don't want it on the mantle. So that's just what it is. So this won't be seen. This was just an experiment, really, to just show you what can be done, and you can see how I had to tape and the little bit of I kind of sprayed it a little just to get it a little speckled. And the mountain, it didn't come out as right because I wasn't thinking. I was thinking this, where you see the jagged. I should have did it on both sides because this is really how it looks. So now it's like jagged up top and looks like regular mountains and maybe the clouds. I don't know. But you could play with it. Like if you really display your PlayStation 5 and you like have it as a centerpiece, you can really play with this. So I think this is cool. Like I said, I believe Sony will probably be coming out with these custom things. They probably be like $40 a pop, and you just pop them off, pop them back on. Oh yeah, let me show that as well. I sprayed, all I did was spray the outside because I didn't want all this sprayed, because this is like the inner, this goes over top of the machine. It doesn't matter. This stuff is very, like I said, I have this on my car, so it's not going anywhere. And when you want it to go somewhere, you can just peel it off. This, you do need a lot of layers to get a good peel. This will be a little harder to peel off because it's overspray really, but you can just rub it off. It's not at all. But this has like 4 layers. I was almost tempted to get the sprayer that I use for my car, and I have some Shadow Black. I could still do it in the future if I want, because you can layer Shadow Black over top of the regular black. But like I said, it doesn't, this was for demonstration purposes, just to show you what can be done. So I'm gonna lay the vinyl sticker, and then we're gonna get to the final product. And back at it, here we go. And here's the final design. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I didn't need it to be. But you can definitely get it crazy perfect. Like if as I was saying, if this is your display piece, like if this is the centerpiece of your entertainment center or something, you could definitely do a lot with these outer shells. Yeah, so this was just a custom build. It's cool though, it's cool. And if you like this, please like, subscribe, share, and I will have links in the description for the plastic dip, different colors, a couple different colors. You can also check other places. You can get all types of colors. If you do have a sprayer, you could get all, because all of them don't come in the aerosol cans. So if if you're a painter or you're an artist, or you know what you're doing, like you could go far with this. Like you could do so much stuff with the outer shells. I do know D brand was making skins for this, but they said it just the texture of the outer shells just wouldn't make the skins stick well. So once they said that, that's what gave me the idea of plastic dip, because plastic dip like sticks on surfaces very well. It's like a rubberized coating. So, but yeah, thank you for watching again, and I will get up with you in the next video.
Ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.